that I am passionate, I am caring, and I'm optimistic.
He's extremely engaging, even-tempered, calm.
Very generous, very kind, very considerate, and very giving.
Especially the patients and the variety of diseases and type of treatments that I get to perform, and that was what attracted me to neurosurgery in the first place, was that we're working with the brain, the spinal cord, and there's a variety of ways to deal with diseases there. But interacting with patients, they're all unique individuals. They have a unique set of circumstances. And at the end of the day, I'm working with heroes, I believe. I think every patient is a hero when they consent to having a surgical procedure to help their condition. To come and meet me for the first time, I'm a total stranger, giving them a diagnosis, discussing surgery, the risks, and because it's the brain and spinal cord, the downsides can be quite bad and severe. For them to say, yes, go ahead and treat me, requires a lot of confidence, trust, etc. And I think at the end of the day, I'm working with heroes every day.
His passion for his work also leads to compassion for his patients. He really takes to heart how they feel and what he can do to make them feel better.
He also, along with one of his colleagues, saved my wife's life in a grueling 7-hour surgery that set the stage for her eventual recovery.
That's a difficult question to answer, because there are times when I definitely do not feel personally successful. When I have to take care of a patient and it's an emergency, it's life and death, then it doesn't matter what plans I have with my family, I have to abandon those plans. I have to be with this stranger from the community that needs my help to help save their life or limb. And then my family's left doing what they do without me. So at some level, I feel that I missed out on a number of occasions. At the same time, I know that I put in, I think, a reasonable effort to be successful. So I did help coach my daughter's soccer team when she was in grade 3 or 4. But I could only do it if I had an assistant. So I've always had to make allowances for the fact that I could be suddenly called away, or that I have to take call, or that I may have been up all night and then the next day I'm not in a condition to participate like I might have wanted to. So I think overall, within the framework of those difficulties, I think I have been successful personally. I'm happy in my life. I've gotten to do many things, such as scuba diving and mountain climbing, and traveled the world. So I'm happy with the way my life and my family's turned out, and I think at a personal level, I believe I'm a good person and that I've been successful.
The great achievement of climbing Mount Kilimanjaro was something that I thought was just incredible. And I think, in our discussions, hearing about some of the things he has to say, it's just kind of allowed me to focus on some of the things in my own life, things that I'd like to improve. And I think for the most part, he does that. When he talks to you, he makes you want to think about things in a different light, and how maybe even bring some enlightenment, I guess, to our sense of being. So I think, if anything, I really, really want to thank him for that. One thing reigns true is that when people speak of Dante, they speak very well of him. And whether they've been a patient or they know a patient or they know somebody, everyone says the same thing about how wonderful he is, how caring, how compassionate he is, and quite frankly, how skilled he is at helping people. So if I were to measure success, I think, when you have many people saying wonderful things about you, I think you're successful.
He's focused. He's focused on the task at hand. Whatever he puts his mind to, he doesn't give 100%. He gives 120%. He really puts everything into it. He doesn't strive for excellence. He strives for perfection, and it reflects in everything he does.
he added immense skill to the neurosurgery team at Hotel Dieu and now Ouellette campus.
Here is a guy that was brand new to the community, and yet it feels like he's lived here forever. Just in his mannerisms and his way of making you feel comfortable when you're with him, when you're sitting and talking to him. Someone who is this accomplished and this talented and just so down to earth. I think in a lot of ways, when I think about our own community, the Fogo de Furlan of the Furlan community, he's enriched it because he showed us that you can achieve great things and still be very grounded and very humble.
In the last little while, he's really become part of Windsor. He's become part of our community. He's been giving back, not only in his work, but he's been giving back in the community through Killy Climb and his fundraising through Killy Climb, as well as fundraising through Dream Climb and many other organizations he personally supports and volunteers for.
For my thank yous, I had to write a list because I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget anyone and that I would give my appropriate level of thanks. So I'll have to read from this. To CIBPA, I am humbled by my selection among the Award of Excellence winners this year. I greatly appreciate this recognition within the Italian community of Windsor. I would very much like to thank my parents, who unfortunately cannot be here with us as they both passed away, for all their hard work, energy, and guidance and encouragement to both my sister and I to be able to achieve a university education and careers. This is the hope I know of most new immigrants for their children. My wife Marion, our daughters Andrea and Madeline, for all the support and patience, which I know you've had to have in abundance with me, especially when the care of a stranger superseded my ability to spend time with family. To the Italian community of Windsor, for providing an instant community, and I can't tell you how gratifying and impressed I was with that when I was first interviewing to come to Windsor. We arrived in 2008, and I would especially like to thank both the Fogo de Furlan and the Caboto clubs because of the instant community and friendships that we made there. And finally, with deep gratitude to the Venatelli family, I lack words for all that you've done for us and for your genuine friendship. Thank you to all of you, and I hope I haven't forgotten anyone.